exciting announcement. I want to especially welcome the Honourable Caroline Mulrooney, Minister of Transportation and Francophone Affairs, our MPP for Northumberland, Peterborough South, David Piccini, and Metrolinx Vice President, Matthew Gross. Chief David is going to join us. I'm not sure if he's made it. I also see several members of the Northumberland County Council and area municipal councils in attendance. And also members of the Northumberland Manufacturers Association. Welcome all.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. What a pleasure it is to be here in Northumberland County alongside Warden Crate, Minister David Piccini, and Matthew Goods from Metrolinx, as well as other local officials. Thank you so much for joining us. Before I get started, I'd like to give a shout out to my friend David Piccini. The people of Northumberland County are in great hands with David as your local MPP. I can't tell you enough, he is such a champion on local issues. The reason we're here today is because of his tireless advocacy. He's been doing such a great job, and I know he will get a chance to do the same for another 4 years. Under Premier Ford's leadership, our government is building Ontario at an incredible pace. After inheriting a massive infrastructure deficit from the previous Liberal government, and as we prepare for population growth in our province, we're getting shovels in the ground in every corner of the province. But as we build, we are also working closely with municipalities across Ontario to improve and expand local transit options. Today's announcement is a good example of this. We are very proud of the partnership between Northumberland County and Metrolinx that will make it easier for people to get from point A to point B. This innovative, on-demand pilot program will offer a first-mile, last-mile connection for commuters, connecting Campbellford, Brighton, Cobourg, the Township of Hamilton, and Port Hope to Oshawa GO Station and the broader GO network. This is an important step forward as we work to make life easier for the people of Northumberland County and surrounding communities. As part of our broader commitment to support public transit, our PC government has also provided more than $375 million this year to help communities across the province operate, expand, and improve their local transit systems through Ontario's gas tax program. Municipalities like Cobourg, the Township of Hamilton, and Port Hope can use gas tax dollars to extend service hours, buy new transit vehicles, add routes, improve accessibility, and upgrade infrastructure. Our PC government is a champion of public transit, and we are committed to working closely with our municipal partners to keep their operations running smoothly so that people can get where they need to go quickly and safely. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. And with that, I will turn it over to my friend, David Piccini.
Thank you, Caroline. It's great to be here with Minister Mulrooney and all of you here today. Thank you to everyone. I mean, this is partnership in action. Everybody working together to achieve a common goal. And that goal started, I think, back to 2018 when I was first elected. And I remember from round tables in the office with constituents who said, we've got to connect to the GO network, to the revised business case that Minister Mulrooney championed for GO service to Bowmanville. For the first time ever in 2019, that mentioned Northumberland County. And since then, the county took that ball, ran with it, worked on GO to make it a reality. And I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed working with all of you. Bob, Gail, Mandy, Warden Crate. I mean, we have such remarkable champions. We're a collection of small but mighty rural municipalities, and everybody's wanted to go, and we're getting it. For the first time in Northumberland's history, we're connecting to the GO network, and this is so exciting. For the worker who gets up early Darla knows with the Northumberland Manufacturers Association how hard it is to attract workers to our community. Transit is a big barrier, but no longer. We are, as a government, you heard, making historic investments into transportation, working in collaboration with municipalities to make this a result. For those workers, it's a step closer. For the farmers, for the seniors that look just to get into the city of Toronto, be it arts, be it culture, or those looking to come out to explore what we have to offer, this vital connection to the GO network is going to make it that much more possible. Again, I can't thank the team who've worked hard. Mathieu, thank you for being here from Metrolinx. Metrolinx has to put up with pesky rural members like myself who are always asking for briefings, pushing them to service rural communities like ours. And we have a champion in Minister Mulrooney who gets it, who she herself hails from a beautiful community that has many rolling hills, and a rural community like ours with a proud farming tradition. You get it. And we have a growing province. And for too long, this stopped at the barriers of the GTHA, but no longer. We understand that for Ontario to prosper, for Ontario to thrive, we've got to make sure that every corner of this great province is firing on all cylinders. And to do that, we've got to connect them to reliable and accessible public transit. So again, I'd like to called out for greater service options and transit options. So from Trent Hills to Brighton, Port Hope, Cobourg, we're getting that connection to the GO network. And this is just the start. I mean, look at our growing community. We've got a growing community. This is the start. We know with the train coming out to Bowmanville, we're next. So this is an important start on that path, and I just can't thank everybody enough for the work to make this exciting day possible. We're getting it done. Minister Mulrooney, thank you for your leadership on this. Thank you to all of you for your work that you've put into this. I can't thank you enough. This is a historic day for Northumberland County to connect to the GO network, and I'm proud that we've made this happen. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Warden Crate to say a few words, and then I believe Mathieu, or is it Mathieu? Sorry, mix up. Mathieu first, and then over to Warden Crate. Mathieu, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Hello, everyone. So it's great to be here in Cobourg to announce this exciting pilot shuttle service. This initiative will give residents of Northumberland County more transit options, and Metrolinx, on behalf of Metrolinx, we're very pleased to be a partner in this endeavor. The region is growing. More people choose to settle within and further outside the greater Golden Horseshoe, and we're here to support that growth for generations to come. As we speak, Metrolinx is leading the largest transit expansion program in North America. But as we transform the network and the core rail network, there's a strong need to ensure there is sufficient connectivity between and to reach further thriving local communities. We're thrilled to partner with municipalities to increase this access across the region and facilitate connections beyond and extending the reach of our existing network. This is the third and last in a series of broader pilot initiatives where we've been trying to push our boundaries a little bit further, and we're very pleased to close the cycle of mobility testing programs across the region. For the past 3 years, we've supported a number of pilot projects to broaden our understanding of this outreach of the region and find new ways to get people to the GO network. Metrolinx will use the information we'll gather through today's initiative to support further planning work. So we'll get to understand what's really the need of the community, the people, and how do we organize the service to meet that need. And in the midst of our expansion, we're taking these learnings forward to plan the future of transit and station access. The key findings from the different pilots will be shared as a part of an on-demand resource document later this year. Getting around should be convenient for everyone, so we're planning for future access, creating more options. The shuttle service will provide residents of the county more flexibility and choice so they can get where they need to go, whether it's for their commute, getting to appointments, events, or any travel needs. And we're very excited that this shuttle will connect them with Oshawa Go, as it says on the bus. We're very happy to see you at Oshawa Go. An example again of how we're working really well with partners to offer more options to get around, and we know how important it is to ensure access to this network. So as we begin to bring back service, and expect to see ridership come back. The connection to Oshawa GO station will bring more possibilities for the people of Northumberland County, and we're very happy about this. So thank you very much, and thank you all for the partnership that you've been supporting with us. Thank you.
It's great news to us today. This pilot is a unique opportunity for Northumberland County to enhance local transportation networks while also working with Metrolinx to build better, faster, and easier connections to locations within the greater Golden Horseshoe. Our community is growing. By 2051, 122,000 people will call Northumberland home. As we grow, developing the infrastructure to enhance connections between our local communities, along with neighboring regional transit systems, is vital to fostering a strong and vibrant Northumberland. Planning a transportation network for the future was a focus of the county's Transportation Master Plan, released in 2017, ensuring a multimodal transportation system that meets the needs of our community today and will continue to grow. As we are moving forward. In developing this plan, Northumberland County heard loud and clear during public consultations that improved transit, including options that better connect our community to neighboring regions, is a high priority for our residents and businesses. That is why we built a regional transit pilot into the county's 2022 budget. We are thrilled to now be making this vision a reality by launching this new service in partnership with Metrolinx. Building upon a current on-demand shuttle service pilot led by Northumberland Manufacturers Association, this initiative will see both established and new routes convey people across Northumberland and also to the GO network. From all corners of our community, Trent Hills to Brighton to Port Hope and locations in between, residents will be able to access this transit solution as another option for their commute, creating greater flexibility and choice. This pilot will begin in early July with details about specific stops to be shared at that time. Over the course of the next 12 months, we will gather data that will help to further define the extent of local need, interest, and opportunity for increased transit options for local commutes and between Northumberland County and the GTA. Today's announcement is a critical step forward in providing sustainable regional transportation solutions for Northumberland residents. We look forward to sharing more details in the coming months as we prepare to launch this service for our community. Thank you.
We've been piloting on-demand services across the network. It gives people a chance to make a reservation and make a plan for to meet the bus, so that they can fit it into their schedules to make transit even more convenient. Mathieu, did you want to add anything?
Sure, maybe I think here the whole point of the partnership here is to fine-tune the service to help combine the needs within the community with the needs of access to the GO network. So we'll be fine-tuning that with Northumberland County to really get the right level of on-demand. How early do you have to reserve? How does that work? So we're working on that practical aspect, but really to make that, help these two services that don't necessarily talk together very well to combine and give the best possible service to the residents.
I'm wondering how many stops there will be across the county and the cost to the people who are going to be using this service.
Presently, we have, I can't give you an exact number of stops. Presently, we have different areas doing different parts, and as we put it all together, we will put the information out to the people to give them the areas where they can connect with the service.
So the connection will be made to the train station, to the Oshawa GO rail station, and as Warden Crate mentioned, I think we're we're still defining the things. The whole point of this on-demand or the shuttle is it's not going to be a fixed route. There's flexibility to it depending on where the demand is, and that's where we're going to work together to really understand what the needs are and fit the service to that.
And I would just add on the on-demand aspect and per cost. When I started in 2018, and they suggested, conventional Go bus, you had to have a return. I think it was 75 cents on the dollar. And what I really love about this updated mandate is that it's very flexible and that it's working with historically underserviced areas on demand, connecting to the express train at Oshawa Go. And it's flexible. And the on-demand element, we've always said as a government, digital first, not digital only, but embracing the flexibility that on-demand offers. And I'd love to see Uber out here one day as well. So on-demand ride services like that.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to move to the front of the bus for a photo.
Called me. He was like, I gotta sit down with you and explain to you what we need to do here.
That's great. Thank you very much for coming out. Listen, we know how hard you work.
He does.
You're welcome.
I
If you can, sir, just tell me a little bit about the on-demand service. Again, we repeated it, but just because it was far away. But just talk a little bit about the on-demand service. Will it be, it's down the pipe. This isn't going to happen tomorrow, I take it.
Oh well, it's going to happen in. So we're giving us a year to kick off the pilot and get it running and gather the data about where the need is happening. And so it's we want to do it kind of start small and flexible, and then meet the needs of the residents and kind of build that ridership around it over the next year. So it's actually happening starting this summer. So it's not Go buses, because you see that's a 55-seater bus. So today there's not the demand to meet that. So right now that's the work that we're going to do with the county to define first how do we size it properly. Our pilots are varied. Some of them have sedan service, so they're kind of just a shared vehicle, kind of a Uber style. Some are more shuttles, so that really depends on demand. So that's what we're trying to gauge before we kick off the pilot in the summer.
Do you know if it'll be like Go owned, or how do I say it? I don't know.
No, today we don't know, and well, we're supporting really from that data standpoint to understand it and how do we start to grow that ridership base for the future, and then it's Northumberland County's prerogative to define kind of how they're going to operate it.
Beautiful.
Yes.
David, if you can tell me a little bit about the on-demand service, if you can describe what quote on-demand.
Yeah, this is awesome. Let's embrace technology. For years, under previous governments we were living in the past, we're embracing on-demand, last mile service. You heard, bringing Go Transit. This is a historic first. Go's tentacles have never reached Northumberland, ever, never. It's now happening. We're getting it done from Trent Hills, Brighton, Port Hope, Cobourg, Hamilton Township, connecting to the express train in Oshawa, providing folks that last mile service that gets you that last final mile. The idea, obviously a bit more than a mile, but from out here to the express train, getting it done. This is so exciting, and it started with conversations at the boardroom, people asking, why have we always been left out? Well, we're not leaving you out, and Doug Ford and our government are just getting it done, so I'm really excited.
Tell me about, will it be, there obviously won't be Go buses, so is it private? Are we going to talk about private industry, or is it funded by?
Yeah, it depends. There's Sprinter vans, there's vehicles, there's a whole fleet that we can draw from to support this. So it's really exciting. And then my challenge to you, the residents, is let's use this so that we can get bigger vehicles and that we can increase service frequency.
The way it was discussed, I don't think it's door-to-door service. It's like the bus or the shuttle will be meeting somewhere.
Yeah, that's why, this is very nimble, right? And for some, it might be pick up at your door. And for higher frequency areas or users at specific times, it might be a communal meeting spot. But the county, through the surveys that they've done and the incredible work that they're doing, we're going to be working on those fine-tuned details. And what's nice is it pivots. You're not locked in forever. If it makes more sense and there's more people, let's say with a local manufacturer, we'll add a stop there. And that's what's so exciting about this. And it's really forward thinking.